Here's a really simple idea to create movement and tension over your guitar parts. We're gonna start by picking a random chord. In this case, I'm gonna go for B minor 7. But here you can pick any chord, B7, B major 7, whatever you prefer. What we wanna do next is find a chromatic line inside the chord. What I'm gonna do is go from the flat 7 of the chord all the way down to the 5th of the chord. The next step is gonna be to find chords that support each one of these notes. Of course, we wanna try to relate these chords to B minor 7. Now let me show you an example of how this sounds, and then we can analyze what's going on. So let's analyze what's going on. I'm mainly playing on strings 2, 3, and 4. So all these chords, of course, are going to be related to B minor. You need to understand that there's going to be a bass player on the back or another guitar playing that B note for us. So for the first chord, I'm going to play this B minor 7, shell voicing, root, minor 3rd, flat 7. Now, so far I have a minor 7 chord, right? In diatonic harmony, we have 3 minor chords, right? The 2 chord, the 3 chord, and the 6 chord. Now for my next chord, I'm going to bring that A note half step down. So here I'm going to have a B minor 6, right? Because we're playing this shape over B. Now, two concepts here. The first one is this shape is actually a G sharp diminished triad, first inversion. I got the minor 3rd, the flat 5, and the root, right? Now, G sharp is actually the 7th chord in the key of A. And in the key of A major, B minor is the 2 chord, right? So here I have that Dorian sound, right? Here B minor 7 is actually the 2 chord in the key of A. So you can say that the 7th chord, G sharp diminished with the bass on B, that is the 2 chord, is gonna give me a B minor 6. So we can say that for the first 2 chords we're in the key of A major, right? We're going from B minor 7 to B minor 6. So if you wanna improvise over these 2 chords, you can actually play B Dorian, that is the 2 chord in the key of A major. Now for the next chord, I'm bringing that G sharp note half step down to G. And now, because I'm relating again this shape over B, I have a B minor flat 6 here. So two concepts again here, right, to try to understand. The first one is that if we take the B note away, we have a G major triad, right? And G major over B is going to give you a B minor flat 6. Now the second concept, now we have a flat 6. The Dorian mode doesn't have a flat 6. Whenever we have a minor chord with a flat 6, we can go 2 ways, right? We could either go the 3 chord, that is that Phrygian sound that has also the flat 9, or the 6 chord, that is that natural minor sound. Like I said on my past lessons, I don't use the 3 chord that much as a tonal center. I like to use it more as a passing chord. Most of the time when I have a flat 6 inside a minor chord, I'm going to be thinking about the 6 chord. So here we're using a concept that is called modal interchange, that we're borrowing a chord from a different key. In this case, B minor flat 6 is no longer the 2 chord in the key of A, but it's going to be the 6 chord in the key of D. Even though we're still playing over B minor 7, we are on a different key now. We're in the key of D major. For the next chord, I'm going from B minor flat 6 to D major. And again, we're playing over B, so B minor 7. So what I'm doing here is going chromatically from that flat 6 to the 5th, but I'm also bringing that B note a whole step down to A to have that flat 7 also. Now harmonically we have a B minor 7 chord again, meaning this can be the 2 chord, the 3 chord, or the 6 chord. Now we are coming from a B minor flat 6, right? We were saying that this is the 6 chord in the key of D. So it would be nice to keep it as the 6 chord in the key of D. So far I have 2 chord in the key of A, 2 chord in the key of A, 6 chord in the key of D, 6 chord in the key of D. And for my last chord that is just been played for 2 beats in the last bar, I have this chord. That is a suspended chord, there is no 3rd here. So this chord fits really well over a minor chord, over a dominant chord too, right? I have the root, the flat 7, the 9th, and the 11th. Now if I wanted to keep that minor 7 sound, I could have played this chord too, a B minor 11. I just decided to go for this one, the suspended sound. Even though in my last chord I wasn't moving chromatically, it was just a nice chord to create a little bit more movement, to go back to the first chord. So at the end I have B minor 7, to B minor 6, to B minor flat 6, to B minor 7, to B7 suspended. You don't always need to have that chromatic line as your melody note. Let's use some inversions and put that chromatic line as our lowest note. I'm going to still be playing on strings 2, 3, and 4, but this time I'm going to start with this D major triad, right? Again, if I play over B, B minor 7. But as you see, this time the flat 7 is my lowest note on that D string. If I bring that flat 7 a half step down, I'm gonna have a B minor 6, right? Again, if I take that B note away and I play strings 2, 3, and 4, I have this shape. If I bring that major 6 half step down, I'm gonna have a B minor flat 6. Right? And now for the fifth, this is gonna be a crazy stretch. So what I'm gonna do is use a different inversion of D major. In this case, I have a D major here, right? First inversion over B, B minor 7, but I don't need that fifth string, so I'm just playing the triad here. And to finish, I was playing actually this chord, B7 sus4, right? That is no more than an A major triad with the bass on B. So I can actually play an A major here, strings 2, 3, and 4, and I put my bass on B, and I have that sound. So at the end, I can go from B minor 7 to B minor 6 to B minor flat 6 to B minor 7 with the fifth as my lowest note to A over B, right? Again, the B is being played by the bass player or another guitar. One last idea, you don't always need to go from the flat 7 down to the fifth. You can pick any notes. For example, I can take the root and go all the way down to the major 6. Just because visually this chord makes sense to me, I'm gonna play again on strings 2, 3, and 4. But this time I'm gonna start with a B minor root position triad. So I'm gonna start with this B minor root position triad, right? And I'm gonna put that B note on the low E string, right? If I bring that B note half step down, I'm gonna have B minor major 7. If I bring that B note half step down, I'm gonna have B minor 7. And if I bring that B note a half step down, I gotta have a B minor 6. This has more like a Latin kind of vibe, right? And to finish, I'm just gonna grab the same idea and play it on another inversion. So now I have B minor here, first inversion, strings 2, 3, and 4. I got that root on the melody this time. So if I bring that root half step down, B minor major 7. If I bring that major 7 half step down, B minor 7. And if I bring that minor 7 half step down, B minor 6. So at the end I have something like this. Alright guys, I hope you find that lesson useful. See you next time. Bye bye.